Okay, I guess we are live. Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? Last day, bootcamp, machine learning, NumPy, pandas done from our side, Matplot, and then project. I hope you're ready for that. Can everyone acknowledge? Am I audible? Yes, no? Then we can start the session, and mostly people are joining right away. Yes? Okay, great. So I thank you everyone for staying till this long, sixth day. Can you share your experience? Like, was I able to give you something that you can retain and it helps you in the data analytics and machine learning and Python? Did you get to something like you were not aware of? And what we discussed, I think we started with our Python. If you just look at the GitHub, we started with the Python day 1 and day 2. Then we continued with NumPy and more knowledge were given on which was not in this context, machine learning, deep learning and AI. And then we started our how I mean what job skills you require in order to get a job in that certain domain. Is it analytics, machine learning, or going forward to your deep learning? So we covered those things, and then we have covered about NumPy and then visualization, also pandas. Discussed about the importance of all of the important libraries, and thank you so much for the great response. My team was telling me that a lot of people have shown interest in the course. So those who have shown interest in the course, the team will be connecting with you today. If you really think that, sorry, huh. So anywhere, like if you're looking forward to enroll some workshops specific for Microsoft certification Python or Microsoft certification data science course, you can connect with the team, WhatsApp them. They will be still active from Monday. Tomorrow is Sunday. I think that's a leave. So Monday onwards, you can connect with them. You can drop a message in the WhatsApp group, or you can drop a message on the LinkedIn page or Instagram page. They will be there. They're going to connect with you with respect to that. But of course, they will not connect with you without your consent. So if you show the consent for some course, then only they are going to call you. Okay. The project is quite simple. It's not that tough. Before that, I will try to cover the machine that visualization. I will show, like in visualization we are taking another data set, and the data sets are present in our GitHub, this data set itself. Now the best thing you can do, because all the 6 days work have been uploaded here, you can directly go to this link what I shared in this YouTube video. So let's open the YouTube. The code scholar. 6814. and here it is. The project link is also available. How to submit the project, I will explain that thing by the end. And GitHub link is also available. Once you click on this GitHub link and go towards the web page where it is, please download the entire code and save it for reference purpose. It has the NumPy uh, uh, Python notebook, Pandas Python notebook, visualization Python notebook, and data 1 and data 2, that Python notebook. You can look it for future purposes. It will be required a lot. You can follow the community on the LinkedIn page, Instagram page, Twitter, and Facebook. But just click here. Okay, you just signed up. Okay, I think right now it's not visible. And similarly on LinkedIn page, you connect with them. I think they can connect with you for job opportunities, maybe Instagram pages or web pages related to some other information, articles. They keep on sharing the stuff. Maybe some free e-course like on Udemy or some other content which can be downloadable. So you can connect with them. Ebooks. They also share the ebooks with all the community members. So you please follow the page. Now less of interaction will be done on the WhatsApp groups. More of the interactions you can follow either on these pages, or you can follow this code scholar. You can follow this code scholar for upcoming bootcamp. I think that is about to start within the next two weeks. So keep aligned, and we'll update you about the next bootcamp, what they are planning to have. But do save this GitHub. Okay. So in this GitHub, the visualization package is left. The visualization, and for that we need two things, either MATLAB or CBON. MATLAB was the very first thing that came into picture when Python was developed. So we can use visualization with Matplot also and CBON also. Opening Google Colab. Once you open it, you can directly go into the GitHub section when it under the Google Colab, and under the GitHub section, copy the link of this GitHub, this visualization page, to directly open in the Colab. And I would like to open my visualization. Here the stuff is done with respect to Matplot also, CBON also. We have also designed a project which includes the example, and very freely it is available on our this visualization page, Python notebook, and this Pandas Python notebook. We have already covered here. You just have to take example from them and solve the project. So I hope visualization, all of us know why it is very important. As you go into the corporates, being an expert in data analytics, be an expert in business analytics, but ultimately you have to also show something to the crowd. For us, when we're working in the corporates, we have to show the results to our managers, supervisors, non-IT persons, and also to gain insights from the data. We actually require this Matplot and CBON. Matplot was the very first available library to make plots, charts, graphs. It can be used to make 2D and 3D, and it also has different types of color variations. Because MATLAB has done a lot of research by itself. The company has done the research for all of you. The other libraries like CBON, it is built on Matplot. Without that, you cannot make the CBON graphs, CBON charts. It's not possible. So you need Matplot to work on CBON also. The more you study, the better you will get the idea. So in this NumPy, you can see Pandas, Matplot, CBON is there. And what we are trying to achieve is this particular file. The file is already available in the GitHub section, this dataset. It is available in this. Pokemon is already there. So you can see here Pokemon data is here, and Pokemon I think most of the students have seen, right? So level 1, level 2, up to what level they are able to grow or mutate. So on the basis of that, we are trying to make some certain graphs and charts. I hope you like that type of stuff. But basically, whenever we start for doing visualization, again it is quite out of context. We go with two types of analysis. We will be able to get a lot of freely available data set. How to start? That is the question. We don't know how to start. No one knows. So we have certain steps defined. In the pandas, we have just seen a surface of the ground, you can see. Just seen the surface. It's a lot of detail available. If you go for visualization also, there are two methods basically what you can do. Going with univariate analysis, that is exploring one column at a time. So what can you explore one column at a time? Either it can be numerical column. So on the basis of numerical column, what type of plots you can make it up, and if it is categorical column, what type of graphs you can make it up. So what type of graphs can we make it up against the basic data types that we also cover in the session. It comes under statistics only. Then we have bivariate analysis. This is the heads up to all the aspirants who are looking forward to start their career. How to start with a problem. We till the time you are not able to identify the problem, what can we do? So you can go study each column at a time. What is the meaning? How you can give it up? How you can work on it? And then bivariate analysis, that is exploring two calls at a time. So this means numerical versus numerical. What type of plots are available when you compare numerical versus numerical, and what type of plots are available if you are comparing categorical versus numerical. Then what are the plots available if you would like to plot categorical versus categorical. It comes under a bivariate analysis. Last is covariate analysis. That is exploring all calls at a time. So they are basically used to get a rough idea of the data set. What is the usage of it? So you can work on it. So here we have pair plot. We have heat map. These things you can use. As an example, I am referring. There are certain more graphs and charts available. If we talk about numerical columns one at a time, univariate analysis. We can go with histogram. And if it is categorical columns, we can go with count plot. So histogram and count plot basically are same. Within that particular region, how many elements are present inside the particular region. So when I talk about histogram and as the numbers, numerical values with all the range 10 to 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and going further, how it has divided. How many values fall under that range? That is known as histogram. Count plot. What is the number of unique values present? So if I say a column is available here, species have, okay, leaf species, we have this type 1, so grass, fire. So under these types, how many records I have under grass, how many records I have under fire, they are taken by this count plot. So they are used for categoricals. If you're looking forward to compare numerical versus numerical, you can go forward with scatter plot. You can read about it on the online websites, how to make a scatter plot using Python. If you're looking for categorical versus numerical, you can go with the box plot. bar plot, or you can have swarm plot, violent plot. These plots you can make it up. You can Google them. A lot of things will be available online. And then there is also comes a pie chart. Pie chart is also same thing. In pie chart, when you make a circle of pie, getting the slices, so each slice has a name. That is nothing but a category. And what you fill inside the slice, that is a numerical value. A count or sum, those things it can take it up. So these things come under this categorical versus numerical. Categorical versus categorical is little bit tricky. You have to make a table for that, and then you make a plot. For covariate analysis, pair plot and heat map I have already mentioned. You can go with that. So these type of analysis we follow. So whenever unseen data set is given to us, we have no idea. Then what we do? We immediately start with the univariate and bivariate analysis. We take help from the visualization libraries, Matplot and Seaborn. We can also take help from pandas for single line operations or multi-table operations. So we everything is being taught in the class, guys. So let's see who enrolls the course. I'll be teaching them. Then we are taking this Pokemon data set. Again, we are saying the Pokemon data set is already available on our GitHub. This is right over here. Under this dataset section, you have three datasets: Google stock data, Pokemon data, and third is your Titanic dataset on which you have to cover the project. The files are available here. So what is the shape of the data? Yesterday we have seen the shape returns a tuple of number of rows and columns. So how many rows and columns we have here? 807 rows and 14 columns. And then we have Pokemon head, which is showing the top view of the data set, first 5 rows. So in Pokemon data set, we have ID, we have species, and then height, weight, base experience, how much experience a Pokemon as an animal have, type 1, type 2, HP, attack, and these things. So those who have seen the cartoon, they can link it up. And also you can do one more thing, because ID is there. So while working, you can write here index call is equal to 0. So that ID what you have written will become the index column, and you can refer to the ID here. So you can see here there is a count plot with respect to generation ID. You can see generation ID is kept here. So generation ID, how many times it can mutate. So as an example, Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur, I don't remember actually. What is the next variation of the Bulbasaur? And Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Yeah, these three variations we have. So how many variations, how many mutations a Pokemon do in his entire life? So total number of variations we have is total 7. And how many fall under first variation is 140 something. In second variations are 100 plus 100 records in the current data set. In third variation around 140 records and going further. So highest records is present for fifth generation. That's fantastic. And by default, each category is given a different color. This might come in handy for building associations between these category labels and encodings in plots with more variables. Otherwise, it's a good idea to simplify the plot and reduce unnecessary distractions by plotting all bars in the same color. So in the bottom, same thing you can pass the color also in this way. So the color variation here also is available. If I run this and again run this, but this time I'm writing the color also. So color is equal to brown. So you can change it. You can change it. Most of the color variations are available. You know the names also: pink, red, green, All these things will be available here. If I write gold, that is also available. But the thing is, you should pass on the correct spelling. I pass on violet. You can see violet is also there. But if you present VOILET, that is an error. There is nothing like violet. We have violet. So it's not Google that will show you, that Python will show you something like, did you mean violet or violet? So you just have to pass the correct color. Most of the color variations it has. Then we have additional variations we have seen here. We're passing the color variations from some color palette. Color palette is something like, as a child when we were in the school, we were doing that painting classes. So in the painting classes, we have some plate on which put some colors, and then we merge some colors to make some new color. So palette is defined as the combination of colors. When you're writing just color in this way you are writing, then it's a solid color you are writing. If you would like to pass the variations, so it's referred under CMap. Okay, that is come under CMap. CMap or palette. We have palette here. And one of the palette I know is Magma. Just comment above, and you can see a variation has been given to all of them with the maximum number of counts. What it has is the darkest, and then the minimum is the lowest. But you can see the shades are very beautifully given. So there are hundreds of palettes available. If this doesn't suit you, you can also write where it is. If also this doesn't suit you, you can also write cool warm. So different shades are available. Okay, you are going to enjoy this session. Visualization is the best part for all data scientists, and everyone is very enthusiastic to perform such things. The manager is also very convinced when you see this type of answers available to all of you. So this next is again next colors. Leave that thing. Now in this example, we have changed the orientation. How can we change the orientation? Uh, yeah, by this x and y axis. Now the count plot has been taken on y. Previously, it was taken under axis. You can refer here. When I am taking the count plot on x axis, then x axis numbers will be given, but you can change the orientation by putting the same thing under y. How many missing values we have? We can use the function dot is na and sum. So total 402 missing values are available in our type 2. Now anyone thinks like I would like to visualize the null values also. That is also possible, and that is only possible in our Cbot. So we have a graph dot heat map, and there we can pass the function Pokemon dot call. Pokemon dot is null. And you can see, because in above you can everyone can see 402 records are available. So 402 records are seen in the heat map. It can be used to visualize the null values also. And if you don't want the index number, the ID number for this null values, this 140, these are the index values at which I have type 2 as null. There is no value existing. You can pass y tick labels is equal to false, and there is no information now available on our y-axis. Only the information available on the x-axis, which shows that type 2 has certain records. So this way you can actually also look at the null values. You can visualize the null values, and you can show the same thing to your guide or to your managers if they are working in the same field. Now in this example, we are again calling the data set, but in this data set we are trying to read from directly from the same directory. As I'm not working online, as this file is not available on my Google Drive, because once you log in on this Google Colab, so you use your Gmail, so on your Gmail this particular file should be there. So as it is not available, it is not going to run directly. First case. Second case, there can be a case that you have downloaded the same file in ipnbyb or .py file. So when you are also running the local files, if the same file, the CSV file is present on the same directory, same folder where you are working, you can open it. But as I'm working on Google Colab and I'm taking the file from our repository, I'm just again copying this command and pasting below. And now taking it as DF, data frame. So this is the data frame, again same data set. Now histogram, we are showing the plot for histogram, is used to plot distribution of numeric variables. It's the quantitative version of the bar chart. However, rather than plot one bar for each numerical value, values are grouped to continuous bins. So we are plotting the data with respect to variable speed. The speed value we have here. Here is the speed value. What is the distribution of speed value? As it is numerical column, so we are getting this type of distribution. You can increase the bins. The bins is under your hand. Lesser bins, lesser information. More bins, more information. But what is the optimum number of bins? It's up to you. You have to decide. There is nowhere written that 10 is minimum or 100 is maximum. In no book it is written. As per your convenience, you have to increase or decrease. So we increase it to 20. We're getting this type of form. And I'm changing the colors to color we have here. Yes, color we have red. So if I choose to 20, this is the particular type of graph you're having. How about you choose to 2 only, or let's say only 5. So you're reducing the number of bins. This is the type of graph you can have. We have subplots also, and to make a subplot, you can directly write down plt dot subplot 111 121 and 122. So both the things are available under the same picture. Subplots divide the same area and help you align the picture. So I can see here more the number of bins. If I plot to 50 bins in the above, more the number of bins, more disruptive is the data set. You can get higher insights, but I don't know what is the best insight available. Okay, lesser the number of bins, not much information you can extract it out. So you might need optimum number. 1, 2, 1 column, 3, 4, 4. I'm giving you one more picture here, which is where I'm passing medium, not 5, not 50, only 20. Let's say what type of graph I get. So this is the type of graph what we are getting. So third one is little bit better with respect to first and second one. Do you agree? What you say? Can you write in the chat box? And you can add more colors to it. So first one red, second is blue, and third is green. Even you can write only first character, that is also recognized by the Python. Looks good. Yes, you can use your x and y label also. You can write down plt dot x label, what you're taking x label as. uh, we are using type 2, or what we are taking speed, and you can have your y label also as your y label. We can take it up as count. So all of them you can pass here for all of them, or you can say only last count is not passing. Speed, speed, and here I'm not passing count. Here also not passing count. So you can see here with respect to count, we can get all the data. You can merge it also. It's not required that speed is written thrice, or all the numbers it's written over here. We can get a simple axis, but that comes on a higher part of Matplot. So you have to generate the axis. So axis we are not covering here. Under axis you can define what is the lower region, what is the upper region. So maximum you can see 300, and left side 60, right side 100. You can make a uniform height of 300 or 500. Okay, this plot 1 through 1, this is what it stands for. So it is actually what I'm writing over here, just writing in the comment section. Plt dot subplot, we are writing here row, col, and plot number. So before you're writing, you have to visualize everything. Said I want three plots in one rows or three rows. So first thing, define the number of rows. I wanted all the three plots into a single row. So you can see here for all subplots, first is 1 because I want a single row. And then in the single row, how many plots I required? 3 plots. So that is I have given three columns. So you can see in all the subplot commands I've written 3. So 1 row, 3 columns, and then I have to define the position. At what position I would like to draw this plot. So for this particular histogram with 50 wins on first plot, so I've written the 1 on the left side, extreme right side, sorry. And I would like to print this particular histogram with 5 bins at the second number. So second number I have written over here, and similarly in the third case. I hope it is clear, Mr. GSM. Okay, the pie chart. It always looks convincing how we can make a pie chart. So pie chart is a very common univariate plot type that is used to depict relative frequencies for levels of a categorical variable. Frequencies in a pie chart are depicted as a wedges drawn in the circle. So when we say that we would like to plot, we need categorical variables, which are the label names, and the how much portion it is taking. This is different with, and it depends on the number of values you are adding, the numerical values you are adding. So you can read the detail here. A lot of detail is being given by the institute. The team is sharing with all of you, and we are making a pie chart first in this case. Let's say that counts. How many counts stands for anything in this example? So counts can be how many employees in each department of a company, how many students in one batch, how many students in one college, how many people are watching football match in a stadium on each day of the week. So 5 days, and this is the strength, and you would like to plot it on the pie chart. So in the pie chart, first we require the numerical terms. This numerical term is nothing but your x, and then we have labels. So labels is nothing. What is the variable names would you like to give? So you can take it up. You can either define the orientation also. What I mean by orientation, as you can see, everything is going counterclockwise. The A is written first and then B, but it is with respect to anti-clockwise. A, B, C, D, E. If you would like to go clockwise, you can write clockwise equal to true. And then you're changing the orientation and plt dot show. not clockwise and counterclockwise. That is a term we have. Counterclockwise is equal to false. And now you can see, first we have A, B, C, D, E. It is clockwise with respect to the series or labels that is given. You can also define the pie plot in such a way that there is something gap, and it's like a uh, rim of a circle or like a ring. It is given to you. You can take that form also. For this, we make certain patterns. We define the plot axis as square, and here we write wedge groups. So if I write wedge, this wedge properties, when you write something as that, what is the width you require, then it changes the orientation. Dot two. It changes the orientation, and there is something ring shape we are getting. So these are the basics of charts available to all of you. And now the project. Now the project is available same in the GitHub link, and the form is available in today's YouTube video. You can see here project form link. It is right available in today's YouTube video. Click on this link and small Google form will open. Not this is not that link, sorry. This day 6 attendance different. Huh. This is the project task. So what we want from all of you, create a repository in your GitHub account under this name, Git Data Analytics Python project. If you have GitHub account, create a repository first. If you would like to have a reference video, how we have done it, the reference video is available. It shares the whole process, how we have done it. What is the process he has followed? It is available here. But you can share the steps also. First, create a repository in your GitHub. So go to the GitHub. I have not signed it, so you have to create a repository here. And then open the Readme section. Everything is shown in the video. Copy the message from this GitHub account. Copy the message from this GitHub account. So copy everything, Control C, and paste in your Readme. So Readme is available in this format where it is. Let me show you how the Readme looks. Here, when you create a repository by clicking the new button here, create a repository by clicking the new button here, then make the repository under your name with this particular title what we have given to you, and then there is a readme, leave it tick and create a repository. Once this has been generated, a normal page will open in this form, and then you have to go to this particular edit button. Okay, go to this edit button, copy the content from the this Google form which have been shared with all of you, Google Doc. Copy this and paste it here. Just paste it and commit changes. Automatically, all the content will be available for the bootcamp, for current bootcamp what you are attending. This is what our motive, that you should create a repository under your name, and this is your first Python project. It should be under your repository, and what we have done, everything is mentioned as the content in our Google document. Okay, so this was as previous one. You can refer this video. After this, upload the Python project. So once you have done work on the Python project, so the Python project, let me show you how it works. Collab, and this Python project is available in our data analytics Python. Here is the project Titanic. Copy the link and GitHub, paste here, enter and open the project Titanic. So most of the tasks we have already done. We just need the answer to be displayed in the same format. So you have to run this cell. Suppose I run this cell, and this first thing is asking import the Titanic dataset and display the head of the dataset. How to import? The command is already written over here for the Pokemon. Where is the Pokemon? This entire link you have to use. And I would suggest please insert a new cell by writing A. Insert a new cell by writing A, or you can insert a new cell by this code. A new cell is inserted. So highlight the area where you would like to insert a new cell. Suppose this is the area. Press code and a new cell is added. Write this command. This is the data frame and we're looking forward to make a Titanic. This is the data set. So this data set have been retrieved. HTTP error 404 not found. Titanic CSV or different file name. Let me check it out. So file name is Titanic dataset. Titanic dataset. Run this and now it has been executed. What to do to get this data? The question has been written. Head of the dataset. Show the statistical features of the data frame. You can refer to the pandas file which have been shared with all of you. We have to make the GitHub repository public. We have to see your content and complete all the tasks and then file download. Download with respect to IPNV or .py, any format. Download this thing. Download this thing. Go to your repository like in this case. Go to the repository like in this case. And just upload it here. So you can see here. Just skip this one. So when you come back to this type of repository, there is a thing add file. Under this add file, you have to upload your this Python notebook or Python file. Under this add file, upload this Python notebook or Python file. This is a drag file. So wherever you have downloaded your Python file, what you have done as the project, upload it here and then submit it. That is it. Commit changes. Once you committed changes, the file will be available under here. The file name has been mentioned in the Google form. Copy this link above. Copy the URL link. We need this URL link. After your work is done, copy this URL link and submit here. Share Google form. Okay, I will ask the team to include the answer for this. They have not included the Google form. It will be available right here. Is it available in this case? Yeah, like this. Like in this case, GitHub link is available. Similarly, GitHub link will be available here also. I will ask the team to update it immediately. So it will also require time to submit. The time for this project is 48 hours, guys. So we expect that you submit the project by Monday midnight. We are giving you 48 hours to submit. So and the certificate. So those who have submitted the project, they are all going to receive the certificate. You have to give the cert, and it can take up to 1 week. So consider that you submit the project by Monday midnight. If you have submitted successfully and everything is correct, the certificate will be given to you by Saturday or Sunday next week. Okay. So this is the task you have to perform. The Google form link is available here only under project form link. Just click on it and start working on this thing. The task what we have shared has already been done in the pandas dataset as well as in the visualization dataset. Okay. The files are already available on the data analytics Python dataset. We have all the content available here. It's free. You can you can download it and start learning about the things. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay, I will ask the team to share the link on the WhatsApp also. Now today's attendance link, let me share it with all of you. And the details for the course. So someone has asked in the curriculum that comment also what are details of the course. So it is available on the Insta Mojo Data Science Mentorship. What is the program we have? It's micro certified program, and the description is available here. And we have, I will ask the team to share the drive link also if you're looking forward. There are two products in the store specifically for this program. One is only micro certified Python programming course, and second is Python and machine learning program. These two things are available. For Python course, we will be sharing the drive link. The team will share shortly with all of you. You can refer to this Python course what we have. So we are covering MTS certification program. Everything will be covered. The Python curriculum for this MT have been shared, but we go a one step ahead. We are also teaching this hackering Python, how to solve questions on the hackering Python, because ultimately we all desire that you have something different with respect to the crowd. If you're not having any badges on globally certified platform, if you're not having certificate which is globally certified, then you are just like in the crowd. You will have to struggle a lot to get a job with respect to the particular skill. And mini projects are also there. Total 3 mini projects will be covered, and you will be having the letter of recommendation from the code scholar. The sample have been attached here. The Cisco PCAP certification, Microsoft certification. This is what Microsoft certification will look, and the code scholar certification will be available. So you're good to go with these certifications. The link will be shared by the team. They have shared with me also. The drive link for the data science course is also available. You can go through them. We are going to cover data science, deep thinking concepts, data analytics, statistics, structures, Python programming, data science libraries, machine learning, deep learning, SQL, all of these things will be covered. And in detail is also shared later on the fourth or fifth page. So what we are going to exactly cover under these topics, it has been shared here. The course duration for Python programming micro certification is 1.5 months, and data science it's 4 months. It will take, depending on the project what you're taking, it takes time. And where is the date? Apart from these courses, actually I would like to highlight these things. So we are also going to provide you the one-to-one interview sessions with the working professionals, resume preparation, how to have professional platform or professional acknowledgement or professional recognized things as per your career, to have a job scale, to make an upgrade on GitHub, Kaggle, and LinkedIn. There's a proper format which we have designed, so you have to align it with respect to that format. One-to-one interview and the institute's own ebook, 150 plus questions that are being very frequently asked in the interview sessions by the HRs or by the IT heads. So it's free, and those who enrolls, it will be available to all of you. You have to just stay there, and you can connect with the team on this particular email, WhatsApp on this number. You can visit the website and you get more information. Again, who cover this web course, letter of recommendation will be given, and the code scholar certification is there. So this is again a Microsoft certification. You will also get preparation for the Python Microsoft certification here. So what type of questions are asked? Everything is going to be covered. It is available. This course certification value is available for 2 years. So by 2021 you give. So till 2023 it will be going to valid. Saurabh, AI also is covered here. You can look after it. We are also covering these deep learning libraries, AN, CNN, RNN, Boltzmann machine, autoencoders, GANs, NLP, everything will be covered. Looking forward that if you join sooner, then I will be taking your course from 1st July. If not, then I think other mentor will be there. So the team will share everything with all of you. Let me share my attendance link, which is under my hand. Yeah. So team will share with all of you these things in the WhatsApp group. Please go through that. Uh, Here's the attendance link. Please take the screenshot. Write this form in the browser. Any browser will work. Yes, testing course is also available. How to prepare for it. Testing course is also available. How to prepare. We have prepared a whole curriculum. And till the time you're not confident with the test methods what we are providing, so please don't go for the test. Okay, the entire booklet is available with us, and we're going to prepare with the same pattern what Microsoft is asking. Have something globally recognized. This is what we can suggest. If you have globally certified, globally recognized something, then only you will be something different from the crowd you have, which is quite a relevant skill and much appreciable by the corporates. So if you have missed the video or this link, please go back in the video for few seconds and you can again up you can again mark the attendance. Yeah, so that is all folks. Thank you for attending the session for 1 week bootcamp on data analytics and Python. If you think you have learned something new, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe the channel, and please give us a like. Let me look at, and thank you for yesterday also. I got, I think, 80 likes as per yesterday. So I take my leave, guys. Thank you so much for attending 1 week session. Seeking you to meet in the next week from 1st July if you're looking forward to start. Thank you and take care.